Welcome to another Marks vs. Smarks production. You're here with your host, The Slew, and my co-hosts,
Charles X.
and
Phil.
and Charles X. Hey guys, how you doing today?
We're live.
We're all alive. That's always a good thing. What about you, Charles?
I'm good.
Good.
It's been a great night.
You know what we're here to talk about today?
I do.
Poon?
No,
No.
not today.
No.
You're on the wrong cast. You're looking for the Poon cast. Anyway, Charles, what are we here to talk about today?
Well, okay, you picked the guy hitting the blunt to talk
Okay,
about it, but
well, same thing everybody else is talking about. You already know from the heading of the video. We'll let Charles think for a minute. He's doing some stuff.
how do you think I'm hitting the blunt?
We're going to talk about Ricochet fighting Will Ospreay. Everybody's talking about it, right?
Everyone's talking about it. Some people hate it. Some people love it. It's all about how you look at it. But we're gonna tell you how we look at it because that's why we're here.
Yeah, we're here at Marks vs. Smarks. And, you know,
Marks
There's-
vs. Smart Studios
yeah, there's a
in
lot of...
Orlando, Florida.
There's a
I
lot
just gotta
of...
ask a
Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead.
I want to hear the negative feedback on this.
You haven't been hearing it? See,
I haven't really kept touch in a while. But,
People-
I mean, I've seen some of the video.
yeah.
It's been called
Some of the video.
It's been called a bunch of acrobats, just gymnastic, a memorized dance routine. Pretty much one of the main guys talking shit about it's Vader.
Ballet.
But, like, isn't all fight scenes, especially in movies, choreographed to where
But
it
this
looks...
ain't a movie. That's where the argument comes in.
They're saying it's killing the wrestling industry, but that's not true. It's just the wrestling industry has evolved so much that if you stay stagnant and you're still just ending matches with a normal DDT and a clothesline, then people aren't going to be into it.
And
Because there has been progression and it has evolved to such an art that people don't want their match to just have such bland material.
you gotta look at this, like, people... That thing that I keep hearing is that it's just spot after spot in which they're just dancing and doing flips. And there was a lot of that. There wasn't... You can't say downtime, but Ospreay was definitely getting beat down for a large portion. And then it went back, and Ricochet got beat down for a large portion. And that's how wrestling works. They were hitting each other hard in the corners. I saw Ospreay throwing a lot of forearms. I saw Ricochet throwing a lot of punches and kicks. And I don't know what everybody's problem is.
Well, I've only seen the highlights, which was just, you know, the good parts of the whole... I haven't seen the entire match. So I can't base an opinion off just the highlights, because... I mean, I could see a highlight in WWE and just be like, oh, well, you know, they botched here, they botched there, that was a horrible match, where maybe they just showed a couple botches.
There are absolutely no botches in this.
Zero
It's
botches.
a phenomenal match, and that's what a large part of wrestling fans right now are baffled at how fucking awesome this match was, and I'm one of them. I couldn't go out there, and people who call it a memorized routine, go out there and memorize this then, Vader. Go out there and fucking dodge all these knees and dodge these kicks and back up and get an inch away from being hit and then bounce back up and hit a clothesline. If you think that just putting someone in a headlock for 8 minutes and then hitting a Vader bomb, which is
A high-fly move.
a high-flying move, but a lame one.
Yep.
So
Swagger's
wrestling's progressed. That wouldn't cut it today, as you can see from Jack Swagger, who does that, and it's a transition move to his finish.
Now, I have something to say. Well, how are some of the legends in WWE or just legends, period?
Stone Cold was fine with it, if
Uh,
that's your question.
Yeah, well, I'm saying any other ones that have commented on this.
It's just
I
Stone
know
Cold
Jericho
Vader.
talked about
Oh,
it.
really?
Jericho said he tweeted that wrestling has evolved as well, like I said, and
So it sounds like the only ones that are giving a bad review are the ones that wish they could have done it during their career because
Oh,
their
yeah.
career wasn't
Oh,
so
yeah.
illustrious.
a lot of people, yeah. I mean, Vader,
Jealousy might
definitely
be a factor.
a big name in wrestling, but
big for everybody.
But I
has
mean,
their thing.
they couldn't do it, and that's just the bottom line. Sorry,
So they're
distracted.
they're scared, or they're assuming it'll be the end of large scale wrestlers. Is that what?
It's just that they're just they want it to be they want American style. They want slow style. They want the American style wrestling. And it's all wrestling is wrestling. You can't say it's all pro wrestling. There's just branches, I guess you could say, but it's not wrestling. That's a ridiculous thing to say.
It's just you can't if you see a great match, you can't say, "Oh, I don't like this because there was no story. He didn't bang his wife, and then he didn't want revenge."
And it's a
These
tournament.
two guys were, yeah, but I mean, it's a booked match.
Yeah.
Ricochet's doing other things. He's elevating Ospreay, and you could even in this after the match, the aggression that they showed after the match.
It was a good story. It's one more match. That's what the fans were yelling. It's at least I thought. It sounded like the Christian chant. One more match, and Ricochet kept saying one, holding up one, and then they shook finally. After it was aggressive looking.
Maybe that was just a beginning of a storyline. Like they respected each other as wrestlers for what they put each other through.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I seen Cena shake people's hands after a match. You know, just show sign of respect. Just because these two showed it, I heard someone saying that there's no story because they shook at the end of it. I mean, hell, if it brings attention to wrestling, how is it bad?
One thing that I've thought that I haven't heard anybody say is that everybody's talking about how this match is changing wrestling. Imagine either one of these guys fighting a different guy. It's not going to be this match. It's not going to be that outstanding. The other guy might have a slower style. And then either Ricochet or Ospreay will have to adapt to that and work in some more slow style. But whenever you put two guys up against each other that can be this flawless and do those things, why not? Why skip the chance? They've been skipping the chance for years and years and years. We've never seen anything like this, necessarily. We've seen stuff like this, but not so spot on, crazy. Charles, tell us just some of your spots that you liked. I know you remember some good spots. I got a couple.
I mean, it's hard to explain it because I don't know how to explain half that shit.
Yeah.
A flippy-do into a twisty-do. But, I mean, there's a bunch of kicks. I know that's weird. There was a
lot of it looked like martial arts. I'm sorry to interrupt.
There was a hop. Ospreay hopped over the ropes and did a sunset powerbomb over the top. An amazing red style powerbomb. The move Cena always does and fucks up every fucking time he does it.
Just a springboard cutter. What I figured, is that what you're talking about?
No, not that. That's
I
that's
figured
good
because Cena
too.
does that move and fucks it up.
There was plenty of spots there. It wasn't even necessarily spots. It's sequences.
You're talking about over the rope.
When he hopped over the rope and did like a through the legs power bomb. Yep. But it was a great.
Hell yeah.
It's just you can't. I don't know. I just hate all the negativity. People say, "Oh, Joey Ryan throws someone with his dick. It's ruining wrestling." Oh, this is an exhibition style match to me that shows off athleticism, and people say this ruins wrestling. If you think everything ruins wrestling, then don't watch wrestling. It's not for you. You go ahead and get the network and watch all the Stan Hansen you want. Go ahead and watch all the fucking Blackjack Mulligan you want because they're all there.
Yep.
And you can leave this to us because this shit is awesome and these guys are athletes.
For only $9.99.
I mean, you got Ricochet and whoever says he's couldn't make it as a face in the WWE, he could represent a whole new style of fan coming in saying, "Good God, that guy does things ungodly that I've never seen anyone do."
And he's not white.
He's not white. He could be on fucking BET. He looks the part. I don't know what race he is. I don't give a damn what race he is because this dude can go and the world needs to see him and the world is seeing him because there's been several sequences of this match that have gone viral and people are enthralled in seeing this because these guys are sick. These guys know what they're doing in there. And like I heard Meltzer, I think Meltzer said it. In 10 years, these guys are going to be AJ Styles-esque. These guys are going to they have toned down their craft. They're going to have done the crazy shit when they could do the crazy shit.
Yeah, I thought that was an abrupt stop, Charles.
It wasn't an abrupt stop. It was an abrupt stop. I thought someone was breaking in. Someone was breaking in Mark's
Everything you're
Smart
saying is
Studios.
correct. Let me see. I like that one spot where Ospreay threw like a leg drag kick, like a leg sweep, and then Ricochet jumped, and then Ricochet threw a head kick, and he missed, and he ducked, and then they both threw leg kicks and leg kick. That's a stupid thing to say. They just both kicked each other in the head, and that was awesome. I love that move where Ricochet runs and jumps off the second rope. That's freaking like his knee. Does he? I've seen people do it. He jumps and hits the rope before he's out, right? The inside of the ring. It's like his knee has the touch.
Exactly. This guy's doing things crazy, and that so 3 people are sitting here trying to figure out how this guy did this. This guy is crazy. There's a couple guys like him out there.
That's another thing. A big point of what I want to get across to everybody is that you're trying to say that this is going to change wrestling. Just because 2 guys in wrestling can do these crazy things is not going to change the thousands of wrestlers in the world. Put
him up against Big Show, and you're not going to see a gymnastics show. You're going to see him beating down the leg, and you're going to see him taking down the leg, and then that's technical wrestling. But do it when you can. If you got an opponent who's going to fucking show out and make the best come out of you, then show off.
What it is that, sorry, I just want to get this out before I lose it.
For it.
What it is that this is just a thing that's happening in wrestling right now, and we're feeding to it as well. But anytime anything happens in wrestling, everybody has to blow it up immediately. It's just anything that happens, it's like, this is changing wrestling. And there are a lot of things that are changing wrestling right now. But some things you just got to take and say, oh, wow, that was really good. Hope we get to see that kind of thing again. You don't have to go out and be like, oh my God, what the hell happened? Sorry. Phil.
All right, I'm not sure who is who. Who was the one that kind of...
Ospreay is the white guy.
I still don't remember which one did this move. But,
describe it.
Okay, the opponent was on all fours on the mat, and he like kind of jumped, twirled in the air, and then looked like he kicked him on his head.
Oh, he did that. What do you call that kick? I still don't know what you call that kick. The double kick that Ospreay does?
I couldn't even tell you.
The sickest kick in wrestling.
There's probably some number to
That's
it.
what it should
Probably
be
like a
called.
720 or something.
Okay,
like
well,
that.
I mean, I can see a martial artist doing that. If you were to even put him up against Big Show, he would be doing, martial artists would be doing those type of moves to Big Show because that's what he was trained in. I don't see how this would ruin wrestling at all. I just see it adding more to it, like
Diversity.
Yeah, exactly. Making it more entertainable so they can add maybe more MMA guys who would like to go into
the wrestling world is hypocritical, Phil. It's if people say that they want something and then they say they don't want something. We don't want everybody to be the same. We want everybody to be the same.
Hey, another thing about this, ask a kid what's more show a kid this match and then show
Maybe
a kid
with,
a fucking Dash and Dawson tag team match. They're gonna be, I'm serious, they're gonna be like, well, that was pretty boring.
You might need to bleep a couple things out if you're showing a kid this match, though, because I did hear Ospreay say motherfucker twice. One time he said, cheerio, motherfucker, off a springboard clothesline. It was so funny.
But it's just different dynamics of wrestling. It's just, that was more for a show. Other styles are just like a beatdown.
Also, I hate to say, I've heard other people say this, and I hate to say, oh, it's in Japan, so that makes it different. But the fact that it's in Japan, the Japan fans are different. It's like they understand that it's not, they're there for the entertainment. They're not there to get tricked into thinking that it's real. They're there to see something good, whether it be real or not. You look in the crowd, and they're all sitting, they're all watching, and you see mostly adults dressed well. Like, it's not, you don't see a bunch of people jumping around just like, yeah, a bunch of kids. I didn't see hardly any kids.
That's true.
Like, it's just, they just want to see the sport.
A lot of women.
A lot of women.
I said that at the time when we were watching it.
But that's just us feeding to the fire of the Ospreay and the Ricochet, and we do hope to see more of this, and we hope to see this in the WWE, because that's
Hope
what
to
we
see him
mainly
in that
watch.
cruiserweight thing. That would be
God,
fucking dope. That'd be a lot. That'd be a big addition to it. But we're closing in on 15 minutes here.
So go check us out on, we got Marks vs. Smarks traded on everything. Go to YouTube, obviously you're there. Go to Twitter, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to Blogger, go to Tumblr, and that was The Slew and...
Charles X.
And...
Phil.